Welcome to our politics discussion today. I'm Claire, and I'm joined by Alan. We'll be covering several key stories in the news.
Hello, Claire. I'm Alan. Let's dive into the topics at hand.
Graham Plattner's wife has come out in defense of her husband, a Democratic Senate hopeful in Maine, after reports surfaced that he had exchanged sexually explicit text messages with several women. She called the media coverage shameful.
That's quite a strong reaction. What exactly did the reports say about these text messages?
The reporting indicates that Plattner's campaign was informed about these messages, and it's been a significant controversy in his bid for the Democratic nomination to unseat Republican Senator Susan Collins.
I see. So this isn't just a personal matter, but has direct implications for his campaign. How has Plattner himself responded to these allegations?
According to the articles, Plattner posted a video statement on Saturday night, though the details of what he said in that video are not specified in the reports we've seen.
It's interesting that his wife is defending him so publicly. Do we know if she's been involved in his campaign in any significant way?
The reports don't provide specific details on her role in the campaign, but it's clear she's taking a public stance in support of her husband.
Controversies like this can be challenging for campaigns. We'll have to see how this develops.
Moving to a different story, a judge in Utah is set to decide whether a key hearing for Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk, will be open to the public. Robinson's defense has requested that parts of the preliminary hearing be closed.
What's the reasoning behind the defense's request to restrict access to the hearing?
The specific reasons aren't detailed in the articles, but it's not uncommon for defense teams to request closed hearings, often citing the need to protect sensitive information or the defendant's rights.
That makes sense. The public and media often have a strong interest in such cases, though. How might this decision impact the transparency of the trial?
The judge's decision will likely balance these competing interests. If the hearing is closed, it could limit public understanding of the case details.
Exactly. Transparency in legal proceedings is crucial, especially in high-profile cases like this one.
A federal appeals court panel has ruled that a Pentagon policy under the Trump administration illegally banned transgender troops from military service. This decision is a significant legal setback for the former president's policies.
The ruling was not unanimous, I take it. The reports mentioned a divided panel.
That's right. The panel was divided, which often indicates the complexity and contentiousness of the issue. The majority opinion upheld a lower court's ruling that the ban likely violates the constitutional rights of transgender individuals.
So what are the potential next steps in this legal process?
The case could potentially be appealed further, possibly to the Supreme Court, though that's not certain at this point.
This ruling is significant not just legally, but also for the broader discussion around military service and transgender rights.
Florida has filed a lawsuit against OpenAI and its CEO, Sam Altman, alleging that the company concealed serious risks associated with its ChatGPT technology while aggressively marketing it to the public.
What specific risks is Florida alleging were concealed?
The lawsuit claims that OpenAI's tools could potentially stoke violence and self-harm, among other risks, by prioritizing profit over safety.
That's a serious allegation. How does OpenAI typically respond to concerns about the safety of its AI products?
The reports don't provide a direct response from OpenAI on this lawsuit. However, companies like OpenAI often emphasize their commitment to safety and responsible AI development in the face of such concerns.
It's an interesting dynamic between the development of AI and the regulatory environment. Cases like this can shape how AI technologies are overseen.
President Trump has stated that diplomatic talks with Iran are proceeding at a rapid pace. However, there's some confusion as reports indicate that Tehran may have suspended negotiations due to recent escalations in the region.
There's a bit of a discrepancy between Trump's statement and the reports from Tehran. How might this affect the credibility of the negotiations?
If Tehran has indeed suspended talks, it could undermine trust in the negotiation process. The discrepancy between Trump's statement and the reports from Iran needs clarification.
Yes, clarity on the status of these talks is crucial, given the potential implications for regional stability.
As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that these stories touch on a wide range of significant issues, from political campaigns to legal rights and international diplomacy.
Indeed, and each of these topics has the potential to develop further in the coming days and weeks. We'll continue to follow these stories closely.
That's all for today's episode. Thank you for joining us.
Goodbye, and see you later.